Hello, happy crafters. Happy Thursday. Today's going to be a little bit different. This is hashtag Project Share Thursday, which is hosted by Mary Ellen, and I will put everything in the description box. This was a requested video by Diana at Diana Loves Colors. She wanted to know a simple way to use the We Are Memory Keepers punch board. So I was talking to my man and I said, hey, do you want to learn how to do this? And he said yes. So we were playing around and stuff, and then I said, would you mind making the video? And he said, no, I don't mind at all. So with that, I'm turning the camera over to my man.
Hey, happy crafters, this is Annie's old man coming at you almost live. We're going to learn how to do a punch board here for We Are Memory Keepers envelope maker. And this is really simple and easy to use. Even I can use this thing. So, we're going to start off here. This is a neat little board here. It's got a button thing on the top of it and all kind of little score marks and stuff that's on here. And it's even got a keeper for a bone folder. I don't know why they call it that. You don't fold bones. So anyway, here we go. We've got all of our little charts that's on here, and what we're going to start off with on the first one is an actual A2 card. And the A2, it gives you the size of it. In fact, the envelope is going to be 4.5 by 5.5 at the finished product. Following the paper size along there, we have an 8 1/8 by 8 1/8 size of the actual paper. So I've pre-cut these to 8 1/8. And when you get over here to this other far side over here, it's 3 3/4 is your score line. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper, our 8 by 8 1/8 paper, and we're going to come over here to 3 3/4. So we're going to slide it right over here to 3 3/4. We're going to punch it, and then we're going to follow right here along the edge of that. There is a score line, so take your bone folder and score it. Now everything leads into the next thing. So what we're going to do is turn it around like that, 90 degrees, and we're going to line up that score mark with the little tab marker. Punch it again. Come right down the line. Turn it 90 degrees, line up your score marks again, punch it, run your score line right down the score, turn it the last 90 degrees, line up your punch marks, or your score line, punch it, and run it right down the line right here. Now that you've got it cut with your score marks, you can see that there's marks all around it here. You're going to flip your board around, and you got this handy dandy little back piece right here that will curve your corners. And it rounds all your corners off, so just come along here, shove it up in there, and hit the button. And there it is. Okay, now we've got our card done. So we're going to move this out of the way, and we're going to take our cards, usually on the short side, and we're going to fold them in. Take our bone folder to fold our paper. Fold up one end of it down here at the bottom. Fold it along there. Take the top, fold it along there, just like that. Now, on your short sides, since you have the bottom of the envelope right here, you're going to take your tape runner, or depending upon your confidence in your postal service, you might want to use Gorilla Glue. And we're going to come right down here, and we're going to go down the edge of that, and down the edge of that. Fold the bottom up, mash it down there. And there it is, one completed A2 size envelope. Right there, ready for your little cards or whatever you're going to put in it. So we're going to start now. We're going to do the second one, which is actually a bigger one. This is going to be a 5 by 7. So we've got our 5 by 7. We start off with 9.5 by 9.5, and our score mark is at 4. So our 9.5 sheet, come over here, we go to 4. Punch it. Now here's the only problem with this thing, is that when you go to score it, depending on the side that you're using on, you tend to run out of board before you can get the whole thing scored. But you can get it all the way down there to the edge as much as possible. And then flip it over. And there's our score mark and our little guide. Punch it again. Now we're going to do second side. Come right there. 90 degrees again. Line up your little marks. Punch it again. Now we're going to mark it. Oop. Right there. 90 degrees. And here's where I'm blind. It looks like it right there. Punch it. Mark our last one. Okay, so now we've got our envelope. Flip her around. Round our corners. Just like that. Now we take our short sides, fold them in. At the bottom, fold it up. See, that's where I say we have a little bit of an issue, is because of the length of the paper, but it's something you can work with. Come across the top. Get our sticky glue. Whoop, sticky glue. Fold the bottom up. And there we go. A 5x7 card, and that little bit right there I can take care of when yeah, I can trim that just a little bit right there. But yeah, the bigger the card, a little bit harder it is, because you run out of board over here when you're trying to score it. But there's your 5x7 envelope. We had a hard time trying to find that, because with my eyesight I couldn't see that 5x7. I was looking at the 5x7.5, and it still works, but same difference. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to do a gift card size one. So we have an actual 5x5 sheet, and our score mark is at 2 inches. So you can come over here. We're going to do this again. I know this is getting repetitive. It's all the same steps, but hey, we're making a video and having fun. So mark it or punch it. Now you're going to come over here, and you're going to put a score mark. Turn it 90 degrees, line up that score mark, punch it again, 90 degrees, put your score, 90 degrees here, line that up, punch it, score it, turn it again, 90 degrees. So you only need the measurement the first mark. And then the rest of the time they all kind of point to themselves as to what you need to, where you need to line it up and mark it. And come right down there like that. And there we go. Okay, so now we go ahead and we'll put the fancy little rounded corners on here. Just like that. Now you come over here. We're going to take our short sides. Fold them in. Next short side, fold it in. Bottom, fold it, and the top. fold it. Actually, I like this one better on the outside, so you can do that, just like that. Okay, and then you take this one, and you got to find your tape. Always get it upside down. I still have it upside down. There we go. Look at that. And we got that. And put that on there. Mash that in. Get that on there so your sticky tape is on there. Like that. And there we go. A gift card envelope. Ain't that adorbs? Alright. So, that's it. It is so simple. Even I can use this thing. So, there we go. 3 different size cards, gift card, A2 and a 5x7, and it will make cards or envelopes up to 6 by 8.5. So you have all of your markings on this board, but this We Are Memory Keepers is really very simple to use, and it's great. So you can do all kind of stuff making envelopes with this if you need to, and it works out a whole lot better than buying a box full of store-bought ones. So with that, I will turn this back over to Anne-Marie. So thank you for watching.
I just want to thank you, honey. Diana, I hope that made sense to you. There's lots of videos out there, guys, too, where you can learn how to make bows. You can actually learn how to make border trims. There's so much that you can do with this. You can actually make boxes, which I've never tried. I have a die for it, and it was easier for me. But there's so many things you can do. So check that out. Diana, I hope that answered your questions. We will have all the information in the description box. Mary Ellen, thank you for hosting this awesome collab. And you know what my man and I are going to say? Hugs and Moochies! Love ya! Bye.